are back in the shower, and Julio put up our moisture barrier for us. We also have this cardboard place here just to protect the shower base while we're working in here. We have the tub shower, which takes up a lot of space and is really not very practical in a master bathroom that's this small, and honestly not practical for adults because the way it's made for smaller children or like pets. But the sizing it was, because this house is from the 90s. By adding this walk-in shower, it's gonna not only give it a more modern look, but just add more space and be more aesthetically pleasing. We are also gonna place shower doors in here, which we're really excited about, and they're gonna need some more stability other than just the single slab here. So we have 3 here and then just 2 here. Then now what's left to do is just applying the cement board. Then we're going to start placing the tile. So all walls have been completed now. We have decided we're gonna go ahead and do our taping and also put an additional coat on of Mapei and then Aqua Defense, just to give it a little extra durability from moisture. All right, now there is that. So we have the taping on each of the joints.
Taping the cement board with water. I'm using one that cures pretty fast, but you can use thin set.
Yeah, I think in most of the videos we saw people use thin set. Basically, we're just trying to use the more that we could find that would dry the fastest, so that way we can work a lot faster. And basically, everywhere you see the taping of the cracks, that's where you're gonna want to put your mortar. This needs to cover it. It doesn't need to look nice. Biggest issue we have with it is that it dries super fast. So if you're not working super fast, it does make it difficult. So we basically did this in 2 days. So one evening and one morning to finish. And now once it again gets dried, we're gonna apply the Aqua Defense. So finished applying the mortar, right? And then you were thinning it out so that we can make sure that everything is leveled and smooth, correct? For application of the...
So we don't have any ice spots.
Yeah.
Because if you have an ice spot, then the tile is gonna go over and then it's gonna be all jacked up, and it's gonna be, you have to put a lot of things set underneath to adjust it, so it's not good. More flatter is this board, better it is. You can apply the membrane water, so we can waterproof this area. We can go up to this height with the membrane. It makes no sense, the membrane over there, unless you spray water on top there.
It's the only way I know how to shower.
If there is some water that penetrate through this, there's another protection. There's gonna be the nylon membrane, and the nylon waterproofing.
We're nearly done here with applying the liquid membrane. This is what it looks like, which is the really cool blue color. So
we need to start from like blown surface.
We chose this light gray color to go best with our tiles.
It doesn't matter, it's gonna be in the back, but the problem is that sometimes you need to choose the color appropriate with your grouting, because it's gonna come through the grouting sometimes.
Yeah, that's the point, yeah. So you look almost like a pro, babe.
Definitely are.
So you're creating the grooves to lay the tile, right?
Yeah. This is the process, like that, because you need to make sure it's gonna be level the tile.
So now we're at the edges. You see the edges here, right? Measure the area, and now cutting the area with our new special tool. halfway there. This is pretty exciting, and I was really worried about this color when we first picked it out, but it's actually coming out pretty good. So hopefully it'll look even better once we're done. And then we add the shower doors. Right now Julio's cutting some more pieces for us to fill in this area as more of a critical area to maneuver around. So we'll see how we get that placed in. Those green things you see are just our spacers in between each crevice there. We have short, long around the edges. And really what that does is it helps kind of give the illusion that the space is bigger and taller, because we're going to be doing our tiles all the way up to the top where you see the blue, and then repainting these walls to make them just look a little bit more modern and fixing. That's paint, don't worry. Guys, so we are almost at the last section. I'm so excited. It's been a long time coming working on this these walls. It's taken us actually like about 3 days, mostly because we've taken a lot of breaks in between. We just have to make a special cut for the neck of the shower head. I will also be mentioning how we're gonna do the last bit of the corner there, because we do have to make a special cut just for that area, because obviously you see the sides of these tiles and the sides of that section up there. It's gonna need to be cut at least in half all around the perimeter. And then once that is finished, we're gonna get to the edges. And we're thinking we're gonna go with a bull nose for the edges. So keep you guys posted on that. All right, so we have made it to the top. As you can see, we did have to put the glue on the back side of the tiles. So instead of laying down the glue or the thin set prior to, because of the amount of space that we don't have and this location, it was easier just to put it on the back of the tiles and apply it that way. Again, in this process, you want to make sure that you're not adding too much glue, because you don't want it to fall off. You don't want it to be too elevated and basically make it uneven. So making sure that you're really testing out that ratio to see if you're missing any glue or if you need more glue together. But they're not going to be completely flush just because this is a random stone pattern, as you can see, and a lot of them are kind of shaped a little differently to give it kind of that nice texture that we really liked. So they're not going to be completely flushed, but you want to basically make sure that they're not, you know, over each other too much, or, you know, rising or anything weird like that. So you want to make sure that it's as neat and clean as possible. Guys, so we just finished the last bottom layer. I totally forgot about that. I kept saying the top one was the last one. Here's what it looks like. Again, that shower drain is not permanent. It is just for helping us do placement. And see, we're gonna have a new one in there. Julio's just going around removing all of these spacers that we used. And then we're just seeing how it looks with the new base. Yeah, this is it so far. All right, so here we have the bull nose applied. I think it does give it quite a nice finish. We still have to finish these sides, obviously, with some drywall. Sorry, I'm trying to get to focus. And then take off this tape. And then finish making our lining around the edge here. And then I'll be back to show you guys once that's finished. This is extremely messy. All right, so we just got home from Lowe's, and dun da da da, we have our glass doors. So, sorry, this is not focusing. I'm really excited. It's about 150 pounds worth of glass. So, what's really awesome about that is that we got it from Dreamline, and which we pay for with our own money. We're not sponsored at all. And they have really good instructions. Yeah, they came with instructions, and then they told, you know, their helpline. So I'm looking forward to not having to use their helpline, but to the product. Alright guys, so we are back in the bathroom. We have replaced the finishings. They look nice. There's Julio's face. And we are about to add the shower doors now. So we've already done some pre-installation here. And I'm just gonna most likely skip through to us putting, well, the doors being there. But we've already got our holes drilled into the porcelain tile.
It's very particular.
Yeah, and soon enough we'll have these walls fully painted and the new mirror put in / medicine cabinet. Julio, the star of this entire vlog video series.
Famous.
Kind of.
So we need to line this up and mark 2 inch. Make the straight cut.
So we are ready to use our angle grinder to go ahead and line up across this line, these 2-inch line that he's made, to shrink this countertop a little bit so that it's gonna fit in better into our sink.
There are pieces of quartz inside. It's very hard. You need to pull it down, pull down the blade, and that's why you do like kind of wet cutting, but not supposed to because it's not right tool. So don't try this at home.
So we're getting ready to cut our marble countertop with our sink attached. We're using this grinding tool. So the sink is in now. It's been cut to the proper measurements. Now we are just laying the backsplash and the side splash using some clear silicone. Then we can start doing the rest of the plumbing.
This was mostly for
Does that come with a faucet?
they came with a faucet.
Oh, it's gonna be a very tall faucet. As you see, we are now progressing to adding the actual faucet on. And oh, look at that, we've also added lights. So this is from the other bathroom. It doesn't have the, I guess you can call it like a hood that goes over the light on just yet. But we spray painted it to match the brushed nickel theme that we have going on. And it turned out really good and I really like that. You look very confused.
Yeah, I don't know where this thing's supposed to go. Supposed to go down.
Does it work? All right, so we are making a lot of progress. We have the mirrors up. We have the sink done. So we have the faucet. We have this double situation going on, but I kind of like it. It came originally with this size, but it was too small because we have a 3-hole countertop. So we bought a second one and just joined them both together. I feel like it looks kind of a little fancy like that. I kind of like it. I don't know. We cut down the countertops, added the siding, and then we just spray painted these and added the cabinets back in. And we also added a little shelving inside, so that still needs to be cleaned up in here. It's a little bit messy. We also just spray painted this as well to match, so it doesn't look, I don't know, I feel like if it's a different color, it kind of looks weird. So now we just have to do some cleanup. Oh, we added the railing, and instead of using the traditional like knocker for this side, I call it a knocker, but it's like the little ring hole. We decided to go with another smaller bar. And so we just bought one for like 18 inches and cut it down to 12. So it turned out really nicely. All right, y'all. So our mirrors just got here from Amazon. So I'm super excited to mount these. So really excited for you guys to see this. All right, so we are back in the bathroom. We just got through drilling our holes to place our brand new shelves for the bathroom in. So Julia just placed in the anchors, which we're gonna also place in the bolts to hold in, or the screws, sorry, to hold in the shelves. And we placed them at a decent distance. They're about shoulder height, the top one, with enough space in between them so that people can, you know, place wherever people place on shelves and bathrooms. Super simple, super fast. I'm really excited to see what it's gonna look like.
That were $15 really weird.
So what Julia was talking about is in order to actually get these holes into the tile, we had to use the diamond drill bit, which is a little pricey. It's diamond, laced with diamond, so that way you're able to actually break through the tile. And you definitely, one trick that we've been using is when using the hole saw is spritzing water little by little to just make it a lot easier in breaking through that tile and keep you from, you know, adding any damage. All right, and it's done. It looks super good. I like it. So now we're just gonna add some silicone to help secure it, make it a little bit more safe.
To seal around here because the water goes through here, then you go behind the wall.
Yeah, so we don't want. And then we should be good to go. Yeah, so now the bathroom is done. It's finally finished. And now we just need to clean up our silicone, clean up, and then that's it.
Yep.